Making of PBL, solar power on, an example of virtual learning science. There are many ways to promote learning among students, and at San Roberto International School, North Anglia, we have chosen PBL, project-based learning, as the best tool to develop 21st century skills. PBL allows you to tailor it to the student's readiness, as well as the learning environment situation. Due to COVID-19, students have been quarantined for quite a while, and this makes PBL a key factor to maintain the students' interest, creativity, and high learning expectations. Day 1. Recall and learn heat and temperature concept and formula. Students learn about energy and apply it to a previous PBL based on mechanical energy. Today, they dig deeper into heat and analyzed it as a type of wave and understood the difference between heat and temperature. Then they learned the formula for calculating heat and the units involved, and were able to see a couple of examples of calorimetry. Day 1. Then they were asked to do a summary using pictures and text showing their understanding of heat and temperature, using their Evernote notes takers. And finally, it was turned in using their Weebly URL portfolios. All this process was shared using Google Classroom, and I had some groups in Zoom real-time sessions. Day 2. Application of heat and temperature, concept and formula. Once the students learned the concept and formula for calculating heat and temperature, I gave them 4 cases to calculate and prove they had the correct understanding on heat-temperature relationship. All this process was shared using Google Classroom back again and some groups in Zoom real-time sessions. Day 3. Recall and learn types of energy, waves. This project is about heat analysis in any medium. And as in a previous PBL they work with energy, we needed to make a connection with previous knowledge the students had on it. As a result, after watching a video on types of energy, students had a short quiz in Schoology Web. Back again, it was shared in Google Classroom and some groups in Zoom real-time sessions. Day number 4, PBL 5, solar power on, kickoff. Creating the setting is really important in a PBL. As a result, I share a couple of videos with the students before introducing this PBL. Then I'll explain the details of solar power on and assign the first 2 steps of the design thinking process, discover and focus. The 2 videos shared were feeding refugees and cooking without electricity, and then the video introduction by me. This is a student's exemplar of day 4 assignment. And this process, back again, was shared in Google Classroom and Zoom real-time sessions. Day number 5, PBL 5, solar power on, creative stage, imagine. Every step of the engineering design process demands a degree of creativity. However, imagine is one of the most important and innovative steps. We use different brainstorming tools to trigger as many ideas to solve the problem. But at the end, I asked the students for a minimum of 10 ideas. Students submitted these ideas to the impact effort matrix to then select the best 2 ideas. This is the video shared, brainstorming techniques, a couple of exemplars, and my intro in this section. This is a student's exemplar of day 5. And it was shared back again in Google Classroom and Zoom real-time sessions. Day number 6, PBL 5, solar power on, making stage, prototype 1. This is one of the steps of the engineering design process that a lot of the students like most. I used the video to review how shiny objects reflect better heat waves than matte dark objects. In addition, a second video helped us to understand how different colors absorb better heat waves. Then students were asked to show evidence of the process of making the prototype, adding the slide below in their Google Slides presentation. Sharing Google Classroom and Zoom real-time sessions, and this is an exemplar of some students' Day 6 assignment. Day number 7, PBL 5, Solar Power On, Making Stage, Prototype 2. This is the follow-up of the step of the engineering design process where the students are making their second prototype and showing evidence of the process of making it by adding the slides below in their Google Slides presentation. Sharing Google Classroom and Zoom real-time sessions, and a student's exemplar of Day 7 assignment. Day number 8, PBL 5, Solar Power On, Reflect and Test, Critique and Revision and Testing. In this step of the engineering design process, the students were asked to share their prototypes with a classmate, obviously through Zoom sessions, or somewhat at home, and come up with at least 2 improvements. They needed to implement these ideas to their prototypes, turning them to final models. Finally, they needed to test their solar ovens and share the evidence of it in their Google Slides presentation using the next 4 exhibits. This is the video I shared with them, that it was a video directed more into reflecting, and then the exhibits. Sharing Google Classroom and Zoom real-time sessions, and this is an exemplar of a student's Day 8 assignment. Day 9, PBL 5, Solar Power On, Analysis. This step is one of the most challenging steps of the engineering design process, in which the students analyze their models applying their knowledge on heat. In addition, they summarize their findings in a graph. All this information was added to Google Slides presentation using the next exhibits. Sharing Google Classroom and real-time sessions, and an exemplar of a student's Day 9 assignment. Day 10, PBL 5, Solar Power On, Closing the Project, Communicate. This is the last step of the engineering design process, in which the students were asked to reflect and share their conclusion on the process they followed and product they were able to make. All this information was added to their Google Slides presentation using the next exhibits. Sharing Google Classroom and Zoom real-time sessions, and an exemplar of Day 10 assignment of a student. PBL 5, Solar Power On, Feedback from Day 1 to 10. One of the elements that is crucial in a PBL is feedback. Daily students had access to the Google Sheets document where they could see if their work was with the quality required, green, or not, red or purple. If their work was not in green code, they receive an email explaining their errors and asking them to fix or to ask about it. If an error was found in several students, a video was made to clarify the situation and avoiding more confusion. In the left, you can see the Google Slides document. In the center, a video exemplar, and on the right-hand side, an email sent to a student. Project-based learning is one of the best ways to provide the student with voice and choice and to develop 21st century skills. Thank you.